I'm back.
Shut up. Like, honestly, I just can't deal with you anymore.
Asshole!
Is that you in your last race? Listen, we've all been there, I get it, but sim racing does not have to be that frustrating. Because the truth is, if sim racing is frustrating to you, it's probably because you are doing the same unnecessary mistakes over and over again. So for a few days I jumped into a bunch of random races as a spectator, from low splits all the way to top splits, to see what these mistakes actually are. And here is the good news. These common mistakes that I found are actually really simple to avoid, and if you manage to do so your race results will instantly get better. But be warned, because you're about to witness things you couldn't even witness 2026 years ago. Which is actually crazy, because people were doing insane stuff back then. So before we get to the more serious mistakes, we need to talk about something first that's as hilarious as it is sad. And I'm sorry I even have to mention this shit, but who the fuck plays iRacing with a keyboard? Driving a racing simulation is hard. It requires feeling, finesse and precision. You wanna take a guess what happens if steering, throttle and brake are all just on-off switches? That's more out of control than my wife when I turned our bedroom in my new YouTube studio. If you are so passionate about sim racing that you start with 1350 iRating, drop all the way down to 300 and still keep going, you not only deserve some respect, you also need to get a wheel and some pedals. I know you are broke, but there is always a way. I know spins and crashes are frustrating and it feels like your race is over, but that's just not true. Staying focused and calm can be the difference between still finishing in the points or completely destroying your and someone else's race. There comes a point during a spin or crash where you simply do not have control over the car anymore. And that's exactly the moment where instead of losing your shit, you focus on being as predictable as possible. And the best way to do that is to bring the car to a stop as fast as possible. So hit your brakes and stay there until you are clear. Do not randomly steer across the track or start accelerating mid-traffic, just be predictable. Sure, every crash is different and sometimes it's just a bad spot you land in, but a lot of the times crashes following crashes are actually avoidable. And now let's talk about rejoins, because apparently for a lot of people, crashes are just the beginning of the adventure. While losing control over the car can happen to anyone, a crash because of an unsafe rejoin is just stupid, selfish and unnecessary. And still, it happens all the time. Until you are back up to speed and fully under control, everyone else has priority. Watch for traffic and stay off the racing line. If you have to get on the racing line or cross the racing line, make sure you are clear to do so. If you can't see the track for whatever reason, a hill, a corner, that's why you should have your relatives open while driving. So you see, oh, there is someone coming in less than 3 seconds? I better make it myself comfortable. This shit turns one accident into 3, and the reality is this will keep happening. Some drivers panic or get emotional and some simply do not give a fuck, but here is the good news: the higher the split gets, the less often this happens. One of the biggest reasons for crashes I saw was simply not leaving enough space. And there can be a lot of reasons for that. Maybe you don't even know a car is there, or you misjudge the space. Or maybe you're driving so close to your limit that you can't even react anymore. All of these things should obviously be avoided and improved, but mistakes happen. And for that reason, the solution is actually really simple. Just leave more space. Take a wider line, brake a bit earlier, do whatever is necessary to keep some distance. I had a lot of crashes during my first months of sim racing for many different reasons. And while I got better in all aspects of driving over time, the number one thing that reduced my crashes instantly was simply leaving more space than I thought I needed. Especially in low and mid-split races where a lot of mistakes happen, this can definitely make the difference. And if you are not 100% sure there is enough space, assume there isn't. What's also a big reason for crashes is relying too much on others. People People are trying so hard to hold position or overtake that they are not willing to back out of a fight, get off the throttle or just leave more space. Instead, they like to gamble whether or not the other car backs out of the fight, or if maybe the Holy Spirit gets the car out of the way, I don't know. This is a great way to start arguments after a race. But if you like arguments, then go be a lawyer. If you rather like to finish races, accept that sometimes it's just not the right moment. Stick back and wait for a better opportunity. That's called clean racing. And it's way more fun than crashing. The biggest reasons for crashes and spins I saw was definitely overdriving. People are way too aggressive with their inputs and their decisions. Being late on the brakes for an overtake is fine, but not if the car in front is still in front. This happens all the time and I get it, because it looks like the easiest way to be faster or overtake. You brake later, just send it and basically say you either move or we crash. But do I really have to explain why this is not a good idea? I mean, I still do this from time to time, but there is a difference between something like this
Are you serious, mate?
and this.
Jesus Christ, guys, come on.
Here is something beginners and intermediate drivers often don't realize. Driving well doesn't feel difficult. It actually feels easy, relaxed and controlled. And that's exactly the problem. Because when it feels easy, people think it's slow, so they push harder and overdrive. Instead, try driving at around 90% of your limit. And if you are fighting another car or it's lap 1, even less. Because control comes always first. Speed is second. The moment you think, that was slightly out of control, it probably was, so back off a little. At the end of the day, it's not even a real skill issue, it's a decision issue. And most of the time we know what the right decision is, we just choose not to make it.
Slam poetry, yelling.
More than half the clips in this video happened in lap 1. Figure that one out yourself. Subscribe, follow me on Instagram. I'll see you in the next one.